Good morning, John, and thank you for attending your interview. We really appreciate it. I just want to introduce myself. So I'm Lacey, and I've been a manager at the company since we opened. And we're just looking for the perfect fit for the team, someone who's going to fit right in with us and really help and motivate others. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions,
No problem.
if that's okay. Brilliant. And if you do have any questions, if you don't mind saving them to the very end, and then we can go through them together. So if you don't mind, let's just start off. If you could just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. My name's John, and I've worked as a customer service assistant for the last 2 years. I've always had a really good passion for that kind of environment. One of my hobbies is actually litter picking in my spare time, which you might think is a bit odd, but I like to do a lot for the community.
Oh, we love that. We really appreciate that.
As I say, my current role is primarily customer service and customer facing. I love interacting with people and being as helpful as possible, really. I would definitely say I am a people person. And hardworking, and I'm not scared of a challenge.
That's what we love to hear, so that's brilliant. So what do you think makes a great salesperson?
Just actually liking people, that always helps. I believe having a passion and knowledge for the product that you're selling, that plays a key part in the success of a salesperson. I think I'm people orientated and naturally helpful. And I think that makes a potential sales more attractive. I have great communication skills, and I identify the need for products and what the customer is looking for, which develops the products from what I can't live without is this. I like to sell whatever it is,
Brilliant. No, that's fantastic to hear. So how do you think that you go about finding product knowledge and what the customer actually is looking for? What do you do to achieve that?
Well, just generally, it's it depends. Some people are quite dismissive and don't want help, so you just have to take a step back.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you can see people need help, and sometimes they're too scared to ask for help. So it's just a quick hello, you're okay, what's brought you here today, what are you looking for, and if they then engage, then that's a way into help. And if they say we're just browsing, I tend to step back a bit and then just have a quick look every now and again to see if they need any assistance.
No, that's great. That's brilliant. So what do you think that you can bring to our company? Maybe something that we haven't already got, or something that you can add extra onto the company?
I think just a passion for what I'm doing, really. Like I say, I love being with people, being so invested in the environment. I hope to share my knowledge and passion amongst co-workers and customers. I'm a highly dedicated person and extremely motivated. I also enjoy being in a fast-paced environment and being constantly on the go. I hope to help motivate others, certainly. I am friendly and approachable, which goes hand in hand with customer facing roles. I have a willingness to learn and upskill, so for me every day is a school day.
Oh, fantastic. That's great to hear. So if you don't mind, John, can you tell me a time when you have used problem solving skills, and what was the outcome to that problem?
A few. It's a bit difficult to pick one, really.
Spoilt for choice.
I am, yeah. During the shift of refilling shelves, there was a box of reusable Christmas crackers missing, which isn't ideal. I know it's funny, isn't it? I'm sorry about that. Which isn't ideal on the run up to Christmas Day. This is when of course they're in demand, and I didn't want to disappoint the customers. I spoke to the management about my concerns, and they allowed me to call the supplier and order another box. Unfortunately, they couldn't deliver, so I had to drive to the warehouse to pick up the order, and thankfully they're not too far away. I was able to return and place the crackers back on the shelf just in time for the Christmas madness.
So would you say that you saved Christmas, John?
I definitely saved Christmas.
Brilliant. So as well, you mentioned before about being a motivated individual. How do you stay motivated in difficult times, such as a day maybe when you haven't been as successful in sales?
I always think to myself, it's the next customer. It could be the next customer. That one could be for me. I try not to count my losses because they're not a loss. All I want is the customer to be happy and the experience that they have, so that encourages them to revisit the store. It's not their fault I'm having a bad day. Everybody else deserves a positive shopping experience, especially the customer.
No, absolutely. So what do you take from the previous unsuccessful sales? Is there anything that you take into the next one to ensure that you get a sale, or is it just one of those things when you have sort of a bad day?
No, on occasion, I don't really tend to have bad days. It's, you know, it's a case of if the sale's there, we'll get the sale. If the customer's in the store, then clearly they're interested in something that we've got to offer. So
Absolutely.
it's just finding the right thing for that individual.
No, that's fantastic, brilliant. So this is a big one. And everybody always says this when I ask this question, but it's always good to sort of have that plan in mind. And it's good for us to know. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh, again, that's quite difficult. I do like continuity. So if I could be successful in this role and it was giving me everything that I wanted, I would still want to be within the same company, continuing my growth in the business and taking more responsibilities, such as maybe a management role. I'd also like to train others in sales and share my expertise with them, as I've done sales for quite a long time. Being one of the people they come to for ideas and to help.
Oh, brilliant. You sound like such a helpful person, John.
I try to be.
That'd be very good to have around. So just another question here, John. Another question to put you on your toes. Why did you apply for this position?
It looked very appealing. Working in a supermarket chain, I did come across a lot of wasteful, unnecessary packaging. You know, the amount of packaging that we use is it's incredulous, really. And I just found it so frustrating that packaging was just everywhere. Stuff coming into store with packaging to be taken out of packaging, in packaging. So yeah, I found that really, really frustrating. And when I came across your job, the advertisement, I felt like that this was all my passions that had come together, and I just couldn't believe it. I love being in a customer facing role, and I want to continue doing so, while also being able to do something for the environment. Even more so if it is in the reduction of reducing plastics and waste, and like I say, help healing the environment, because anything we do now, it's not too late, but we need to carry on, and I just think that this company is definitely a way forward.
Absolutely, I agree with everything that you said, John, and it's really refreshing that you share our passion, you know, with the annoyance towards single-use plastic.
Definitely.
So would you say this is something that you implement sort of like at home as well?
Oh my God, yes. I try. It's very difficult sometimes, but I use reusable cups, reusable containers. I go to markets, and you know, even though I work in a supermarket and get a quite big discount, I'm quite conscious of the fact that everything's in plastic. So I do like to buy from local market traders, where you're getting fresh fruit and veg that you can just pop in your own bag that you don't actually need to take. So yeah, it's definitely a passion for me, and I'm a big recycler. And yeah, like I said, this company just sounds absolutely perfect.
Oh no, that's fantastic, thank you. So do you prefer to work as an individual or as part of a team, or both? Or
both, definitely both. You know, I thrive off being with others, bouncing ideas off, but I also can work alone under pressure if things need to be done. Look at the task in hand, and then if it needs to be a group effort, then let's get on it as a group. If it just needs a bit more personal one time, then I'm quite happy to take the challenge on myself to deliver for the company.
Oh, brilliant. So you're happy in either position?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's great. So finally, is there anything that you would like to ask me?
Yeah, when can I start? No. What is the expected growth of the company?
So obviously this is the first branch that we've opened, and we're hoping to build a small but successful brand so far. you know, get our name out there, because not everybody knows about you know, what the single-use plastic does to the environment. So it's sort of spreading that knowledge, getting everybody else interested in the environment, and hopefully that has a knock-on effect and we can go on to open more stores. So growth is definitely within our next 5 years plan.
Oh, very good, very good.
So thank you for attending today, John.
Oh,
It's been really lovely to meet you, and we will be in touch with what our next steps are with you.
Thank you. I look forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you.